Hey, everybody, I want to talk about what doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I think it's funny that my daughters chose to break free from me, their mom. They have a relationship with their dad and step parents and all that. But it's interesting how they still have relationships with my siblings. I'm sure my mom and, when my dad was alive, they were in a relationship with him. And actually, he passed and then they disconnected. But they talk about how much they miss him and things like that. And then, even though they've been estranged from me for 10 years, they came to sit at the bedside of my maternal grandmother. This is someone I was real close with, someone whose heart I reflect, spirit, soul, energy, empathy, compassion. I reflect all that. And they still came to her funeral to pay their last respects. They're still attached from all these people that are I'm connected to through DNA, my sisters and my nieces and nephews and cousins and all that. Where did they think I actually came from? I wasn't hatched. Yeah, I wasn't hatched from some egg in some nest and through some birds. I wasn't born of a different family in some field. I came from the same people that they still associate with. How how does that make sense? But not only that, how does it make even greater sense that those people I was related to, because there's currently no relationship, how they can justify supporting individuals who clearly do not have my best interest at heart? How does this, none of it makes sense? So it's when your kid's estranged, they'll sometimes gather people up that you were born and raised with. And those people will side with your children. I don't know. So that's just one of those things that can really get up under your skin if you're sitting around and you don't have a right frame of mind. And people say, "Do you still talk to people that talk to your to your daughters?" And I say, "No, I don't. I don't have a relationship with anyone that does not care for me. And I don't relate to anyone who can support others who are not kind to me." So that's how I deal with the entire situation and such. I mean, you can disconnect from me and that's fine. You can tell people that I'm no longer around, which is a lie. But the second someone aligns with someone who is not kind, I can't do it. Even out and about in my, just outside of that, I can't be friends with someone who doesn't, I don't know, who doesn't treat people with kindness, respect, dignity, who doesn't tell the truth. My friends are stand up people. People I'm close with are kind. And so I can't have a relationship with anyone that isn't. And they might be kind to others, but if you're not kind to me, I can't do it. So that's kind of how I run this ship over here. Whether you like it or not, I don't really care. So you can still associate associate with people who associate with your estranged sons and daughters, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Just like God says, it's even in the Bible, you accept Jesus or you don't. It's just the way it is. If God can have standards, so can I. Why? Because I'm his child, and he tells me I'm supposed to. So, anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.